What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about 3 of my old fragrance loves. These would be 3 fragrances that I probably would have put in my top 5 back then. Obviously, your nose changes. So these are fragrances that, even though I loved them a lot when I first got them, or even when I had clones of them, I don't really reach for anymore. And I can't really put them in my top 5, even though I do hold them not to a high standard, but I really do still really enjoy the fragrances. Some might be surprises. I haven't done a top 5 or top 10 in a while. I've been thinking about doing another one, and these are just some fragrances that I'm not sure if I would be able to put in there. Even though I still really love the fragrances, I don't think I'm gonna get rid of them. But it's just hard to put them in that top 10 since I never really wear them, don't really reach for them, kind of have to be in the mood to reach for them. And yeah, so let's get started with this video. I mean, it's only 3 fragrances, but I don't even know where to start. But let's go ahead and start off with this one. If you guys have followed my channel for a while, you would know that I love this fragrance, but realistically, it's getting warmer here in Buffalo, and I didn't really reach for it at all during the colder weather. Even smelling it off the atomizer, it's a really nice fragrance. So I actually had the clone from Maison Alhambra. Don't really remember what it was called. Yeah, I don't remember what the clone was called from Maison Alhambra, but this is falling. But I really love the clone. I definitely need to get Tom Ford Tobacco Vanilla at some point in my collection, the real deal, with how much I love the clone. The clone was one that I wasn't sure. When I first got it, I wasn't sure if I liked it or not. After giving it a few wearings, I fell in love with it. So I knew at some point I would own Tobacco Vanilla, and I got my hands on it, and I just never really wear it. So again, not a bad scent at all. I do really enjoy it. I just don't know if I would be able to put it in my top 10 today, especially with how often I really don't use it. So next is going to be one that I don't know if I don't really use it because I'm trying to save it. Every time I wear it, I enjoy the wearing. This has been one of my favorite fragrances for a long time. This is another fragrance I had a clone of. Actually, for all 3 of these, I had clones of. This was going to be a clone. The clone was You're Drugged by Amir, and the clone is of Intoxicated by Killian. Rose, cardamom, really powdery. Even now smelling it, it's a really nice scent, but I never wear it. Don't really know when to reach for it. But it's a really nice scent overall. Like, what the DNA did for me, this fragrance, DNA put me in a chokehold when I had You're Drugged by Amir. Keep in mind, I wasn't even looking specifically for You're Drugged by Amir. I was looking for the Angel Share clone, which was Fire Your Desire by Amir. But some guy was just bundling both, so we actually did a trade. I gave him, I don't remember exactly what I gave him, but he sent me Fire Your Desire and You're Drugged by Amir. And I fell in love with You're Drugged, which is the clone of Intoxicated by Killian. And yeah, this was actually one of my first fragrance purchases. One of my first, well, not really first, but when I got back into fragrances of something that wasn't a Creed fragrance, this was my first purchase, I would say. Really nice fragrance. I remember when I had it on the way, I was really excited. The level on it, it's still pretty high. I just don't really wear it too much, and I've had it for maybe about 2 years now. So yeah, it would be really hard to put it in my top 10. It could still be in my top 10. Not saying it won't be or it can't be, but thinking like just off the top of my head, I'm not sure if I would put it in my top 10. But if I was going to restart my collection, I think this is one of the scent DNAs I would have to repurchase for sure. But second one on the list is Intoxicated by Killian. And finally, this is going to be a shocker. I love it, but it's getting a little hard for me to wear it. You're probably not sure what this is, but it's going to be Ombre Nomad by Louis Vuitton. So another fragrance that I had the clone of. I had the clone of it when I lived in Florida, and I would wear it in the summer. Even now it smells really good, but the other day when I was giving it a wearing, I enjoyed the wearing. I actually wore it this past Saturday. I love it, but some note. I'm not sure exactly what note it is. It's not the oud, it's not the rose. It's got to be something else in it that my nose doesn't go nose blind to. Not that this is an easy fragrance to go nose blind to. This is actually a very strong fragrance. Obviously, it's Ombre Nomad. I'm pretty sure even if you're getting into fragrances, you know this is a strong fragrance, but there's a fragrance you don't overspray. I did do only 2 sprays on Saturday, and I was smelling myself all day. And I was also going out to dinner and stuff like that, so I don't want to be way too overwhelming, but I was definitely smelling myself. My fiance didn't say anything, so I don't think she could really smell it. Her family didn't really say too much either, so I know they couldn't really smell it, which is a good thing. I prefer this fragrance to just be caught in whiffs, not just, punched in your nose or, stuffed in your nose. But yeah, it's something. Maybe I also wasn't really feeling the best on Saturday. Kind of exhausted, but I kind of felt like wearing it. But yeah, I kind of just noticed there's like I can't even describe what the note is. But I just really wasn't going nose blind to it. I remember when I wore this fragrance the last time before Saturday, same thing. I wasn't going nose blind to one specific thing. Not sure if it's a chemical that's used or one of the ingredients that's used in the fragrance, but I had the same kind of situation with the clone fragrance. So yeah, I'm not too sure what exactly it is, but I'm starting to pick it up more now. I'm not sure if it's because from the clone, from when I own the clone, to now how much I've smelled and how much my nose has matured, that maybe I could pick up some nuances that I couldn't before, and it just really pops out to me again. I'm not saying this is a bad fragrance. This is still a really good fragrance for me. I would still say this is like a 10 out of 10 fragrance, and this is a fragrance I would still repurchase if I had to restart my collection. But I just don't know right now with my current collection if I could put it in my top 10. I don't know where it would fall if I get it in my top 10. This is maybe a fragrance that I would have considered top 5. And it might be like a 9, 10, maybe drop down to 11 or 12 on that list of like the rankings that change every day for like my favorite fragrance. But yeah, this is an interesting video. I have no idea why I got this video idea. I woke up this morning, for some reason thought about it, and decided to record it. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Let me know in the comments down below, what are some fragrances that you used to absolutely love? It was maybe your favorite fragrance, and then now you don't find yourself really reaching for it much. It kind of sits on your shelf. You still like the smell of it, you still love the smell of it, but you just know it's not your number 1 fragrance anymore. These are my 3. Even though I enjoy wearing all 3 of them when I do wear them, it kind of reminds you of how much you love them. But again, you're not really reaching for them at this point. That's all I have for you guys. I will see you guys on the next video. Have a good one, guys.